David.
Victoria. Forgive my stern, Victoria. I was way back when I took you to the governor's lawn party.
I had the same feeling. David, this is my daughter, Audra.
Please, Miss Audra.
I'm sorry the boys aren't here. They're on the trail drive.
Mother told me what you did at the fire last night. How can we ever thank you?
Being asked to lunch in such lovely company is more than ample thanks.
I know you two must have so much to talk about. I hope I won't be interrupting.
Unfortunately, the interruption took place 30 years ago, and it wasn't nearly as pretty as you were.
As I recall, it was a leaky old whaler named Seagull, and you signed on to make your fortune in ambergris.
Ambergris?
They get it from whales, use it to make perfumes.
And did you find any?
Well, as your mother says, the Seagull was leaky. She took on a cargo of water in the North Atlantic, and that was the end of that.
Sherry or whiskey, David?
Whiskey.
Ambergris and whalers. You must have been one of Mother's most dashing suitors.
Oh, he was. And he never did anything in the usual way. The first time I saw him, he was defending 2 Chinese miners against a bunch of drifters.
And getting the beating of my life. Till the sheriff came along and arrested me for inciting a riot. Lost causes were my specialty.
That's one of the things I like best about you.
Major? Horn, I was expecting you. This is my assistant, Mr. Horn. There's Mrs. Barkley and her daughter, Audra. Any of the boys here yet?
Yeah, I rode down with Jack and Tolly. They're right outside.
Found a place for them?
Yeah, plenty of room in the bunkhouse.
How about the ranch hands?
Well, there's only an old man. I moved him into the bar.
Good. Tell Jack and Tolly to come in.
What did he mean, moved him into the barn?
Well, I hope you don't mind, Victoria. Your ranch is the best location. I have to take it over as headquarters. I should have mentioned it, but I didn't have an opportunity. Emergencies don't leave much time for the little courtesies.
Howdy, Major.
Hello, Jack. Tolly, how's the scalp business?
Tolerable, Major, tolerable.
These are 2 of my best men. This is Mrs. Barkley and her daughter, Audra. We have some planning to do, Victoria. Where can we talk privately?
You may use the library. It's straight ahead and to the right.
Thank you. Come on, boys.
Comanche.
I never thought they'd be like that.
I don't think anyone did.
Hey, that's some nice shooting. That's not bad. Jack, there's a dress shop. Wouldn't you want to get that little Mexican gal of yours a present?
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's go. Come on, old Peter.
Good morning, gentlemen. Is there something I can do for you?
Yeah, what about a dress? Something fancy.
For what sort of occasion?
Wingding.
Well, I have some new bolts of satin that just came in from the East.
Satin?
The colors are lovely.
Okay, let's see them.
Is the young lady dark or fair?
Dark, lots of fire.
I see. Well, this blue flatters almost any complexion.
I ain't bright enough. I want something that'll make the whole saloon sit up and take notice.
Hey, Jack, look at this. Pretty? That little gal look good in yellow, huh?
Yeah, that's it. Hey, can't you just see her in this, man? All that black hair flying in those red lips.
I'm sorry. That dress was made for someone else, a special order.
How much?
I can't. It's impossible. The customer wants to wear it tonight.
So make her another one.
It's not for sale, I tell you.
How much?
Please. She's only 18. It's for her engagement party.
She got dark hair? Good, it'll look a lot better on my gal then.
Wasn't that Elsie Gordon's engagement dress?
I didn't want to sell it to them, but they made me.
Made you?
I don't know what to say to Elsie.
I'll tell the sheriff.
No, Victoria, please. I'd rather let it go. I'm all alone here, you know, and they're so rough.
I understand.
Oh, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm sorry. It was an accident. Here, let me clean it up for you. There.
Give me that. Now, don't make no more accidents.
Yes, sir. I mean, no, sir.
Hey, Barbara, what is this stuff?
It's an astringent, straight from Paris. Very expensive. Yep, hey. Oh, it's just a little nick. I'll clean it up. Nothing to worry about. There you are.
Smells like whiskey to me. What do you use it for?
You put it on after you shave.
Yeah? Ah! That stuff's really something, isn't it?
There you are.
Come on, Charlie, let's go.
That'll be 50 cents.
50 cents?
Uh-huh.
That's about enough for 2 shaves. Don't you think so, Tolly?
Well, it is a little bit steep, but he does deserve something.
Yeah. Especially after he cut me up the way he did.
It was an accident. I told him that.
Well, as long as he's charging me for 2 shaves, how about giving him 1?
Well, that seems like a fair idea to me. Hand me that razor over here, Jack.
Wait a minute, fellas, please. You see, it's getting late, and I've got to
want you
close
to
up.
come over here and
I've
sit
gotta-
down and
I've
make
got to get
yourself
out of here,
comfortable.
fellas. You don't understand. You see, I'm a very important man in this town, and there's a big meeting tonight, and I don't want you to do anything that you're going to be sorry for. So please, fellas, don't do this. Please, fellas, don't do it. Don't. But, no, please, no. Oh.
Now, that's a 50-cent shave.
And we ain't even gonna charge you a cent.
Good afternoon, Victoria.
Hello, David.
I saw you leave the house, so I took the liberty of following. You shouldn't go out alone. O'Toole's men could be anywhere.
Well, it never occurred to me. I suppose they could.
They're watching us right now. Look.
Oh, yes, mirror signals.
O'Toole used his own code. It's very effective. Over there. He's got a man in every strategic ridge the way to move in this valley escapes him.
It's difficult to think of familiar places as dangerous.
You heading someplace, want me to escort you?
No, I just came up here to think, to try and see things more clearly.
Well, what do you want to see more clearly?
You. I don't know if you're the man I remember or just a stranger with a gun.
Don't seem to have much faith in either.
It's hard to have faith in something you're afraid of. David, your men have terrorized this whole town.
What do you mean, terrorize? As far as I know, there's been some horseplay, but no real trouble.
Well, what do you call shooting up a town, buying a dress that doesn't belong to you, pushing people off the street?
Now, look, Victoria, these men ain't disciplined soldiers. You can't expect them to act like it. You handle them lightly or not at all.
Handle them lightly? While they strip people of their dignity and flout the law? Don't you mean give them special privileges?
What you call special privilege is just them letting off steam. I ain't making excuses. They're ruthless men. They live violently and die that way. But you can't fight marauders with a band of angels. Not and get the job done.
Is that what you've become, David? A man who gets the job done? No matter what else happens on the way?
Things might have been different. Audrey and those sons you raised might have been mine. Wish things were different, Victoria. If you can't believe anything else, you can believe that.
Where you going, honey?
Home.
Awful early, ain't it? Why don't you let us buy you a drink?
Gotta cook supper for my little girl. She's waiting.
Well, now, a pretty little gal like you ought to be dancing, not cooking.
Yeah, we'll buy you supper, honey.
No, I can't. My kid's waiting, I tell you.
Let her wait.
Yeah.
Oh, leave me alone.
Hey, what's going
Let me
on?
go.
Turn the lady loose. You stay out of this, Pop. Turn her loose or I'll call the sheriff.
Now, how about that drink?
I don't care what the charges are, Sheriff. They've got to be dropped.
Dropped? After smashing that window? To say nothing of the beating Carson took.
The ranchers committee will take care of all the damages, Frank. And the doctor bills, too. Won't cost him a penny.
What about the girl? You going to pay her for being scared half to death?
Oh, come on, Sheriff. The girl was hardly touched. As a saloon hostess, I'm sure she's received rougher treatment.
Maybe so. But she's still entitled to protection.
I imagine she'll find $20 or so adequate protection.
Wincup's right, Frank. Saloon job doesn't pay much. The girl would welcome the money and forget the whole thing.
Well, maybe she would, but I wouldn't. I'm paid to protect this town, not collect bribes.
My men are paid to protect the ranchers. They can't do it from jail.
They sure can't. And if our families are killed because of it, it'll be on your head, Frank.